It's me, Steve. On November 10th, 2017, we visited the Seaman's Mineral Museum in Houghton, up in the Upper Peninsula. And this is the first time I've been there in probably about 5 years. It's a great building. It's part of Michigan Tech, and I suggest if you get the chance, go and visit it. I think it's $5 to get in. Might be a little more than that. But it's a beautiful museum that shows the history mostly of the area. There's some beautiful displays and stuff which you're going to see. But here what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the videos I took first. And there's a fluorescent room that shows fluorescence of rocks. And that's interesting. And then at the end I'm just going to show you a bunch of pictures I took. This thing here after the location is the layout of the museum itself. It's a single floor. There's no stairs, so it's real easy to access. But anyway, that's it, and let's get started. Okay, so it's November 11th, 2017. Time's about 10:15 in the morning. I promised everyone a field geology video, but that's not going to happen because there's snow everywhere. So instead, we're going to visit the A.E. Seaman Mineral Museum. No, there's a lot more to see. Calcite in a bunch of different forms.
It's doing it right now.
What's up?
Oh yeah, it is.
Look at my phone after a while, and then my text message icon is dim.
Weird. I guess you don't have GPS.
See, calcite can have a ton of different pseudomorphs, even though it's all hexagonal crystals. I mean, that's calcite, that's calcite, that's calcite. You know, see?
And you have like 4 bars.
That's copper. Up there. Bunch of different copper, native copper. This one's actually crystalline. Most of this stuff, actually all this stuff's from Keweenaw. Like this one, there's some crystalline copper there. This egg-shaped hollow one. That one's from Calumet. And this is from White Pines. Like that pattern. Most of the cube, or not cube, but crystalline forms seem to be from Quincy Mine. This conglomerate, the Aloes, is interflow conglomerate. It's conglomerate in between lava flows. And there's a chunk of Jacobsville, the group I redefined last year. Some copper casts that existed around boulders within conglomerate, probably. Mass copper. Chalcedona mine. Love this copper family. Here we go. Copper crystals. I'll let you see that for a second. And down here shows you, I guess copper does form cubic or isometric crystals. Those are the different varieties. These are just wood figures with tiny specimens next to them. And then over here, that one's cool. Some twin cubes. There's some fluorite. That's actually Illinois state mineral. Ooh. Galena, that's common in Wisconsin and Northwest Illinois. That's a beautiful piece of marxite right there. Galena and calcite form together pretty easily. Here's some quartz from New York. As you can see, it's double terminated at each point. If you look, you can see the points are double terminated. We call those Herkimer diamonds. But like if you look at this big one, you can see it's got a point at each end. Big piece of hematite. Now the thing with most metallic, well, pure metallic minerals is they don't like to form crystals. Now hematite is not pure iron, but it commonly forms bumps and blobs like this, and so is goethite, which is closely related to it. But that's a beautiful piece right there. And here we are with banded iron formation, BIF. This is like my favorite rock in the universe. That Nagani Marquette Iron Range. Nagani. Jasper Knob is pretty much looks like that. Big geode. This is Minerals and You. They're working on the fluorescent room right now, so that's what all that noise is. Shows how we use minerals in everyday things. Alright, now we're in the fluorescent minerals. This is them. I actually have fluorescent minerals. I put them in a couple videos. As you can see, there's some pretty colors here. You know, you got mostly whites, but there's some pinks and yellows and stuff like that. But mostly whites. So watch what happens. Let's see if this goes. All right, hold on. Let's see if I can get this going. Okay, so you have to use the mouse to do this. All right, fair enough.
Welcome to the world of fluorescence. The very word fluorescence itself is derived from the mineral fluorite, which often shows the phenomenon. Interestingly,
remember, these were
100%
totally
pure
different
fluorite,
colors from the
calcium
far
fluoride,
left.
does not fluoresce. The three samples shown here all fluoresce a bright blue due to trace amounts of rare earth elements whose atoms have excitable electrons. Not all minerals fluoresce, only those that contain atoms with electrons able to absorb ultraviolet energy to reach an excited state. For a few minerals, these atoms are inherent in their structures, but for most, they are present as impurities that we call activator elements. This exhibit uses two different ultraviolet lights, one long wave,
Long wave
the
and
other
short
short
wave. I have
since
that as
different
well.
minerals respond
See
better
what
to
happened?
one than the other. These minerals fluoresce under short-wave ultraviolet light. The activator elements responsible for the fluorescence are different for the different minerals shown. The bright orange fluorescence shown by this specimen of halite from the Salton Sea in California
That's that one.
is due to trace amounts of lead and manganese, whereas uranium is responsible for the bright green fluorescence of sabugolite, adamite, and hyalite opal. A mineral such as scheelite that contains tungsten is self-activating. And like
This
those
is long
that
wave.
fluoresce in the shortwave light, their bright colors are due to specific activator elements they
There's that big
contain.
chunk of calcite I
The
showed you
bright
that
yellow
was pinkish.
fluorescence shown by these scapulite specimens from Quebec is caused by sulfur present in its structure, while the fluorites glow purplish blue due to rare earth elements. Manganese is responsible for the fluorescence in these calcites. The fluorite from Ohio is unusual in that its response to ultraviolet light is
This
due
one.
to tiny inclusions of hydrocarbons trapped inside its crystals, rather than activator elements in its atomic structure. But for sheer spectacular beauty, it's hard to beat the fluorescent
these.
mineral capital of the world, Franklin, New Jersey.
I remember
Located in
most of these
northern
were
New Jersey,
white.
the zinc mines once operating in Franklin and nearby village of Ogdensburg produced a suite of fluorescent minerals like nowhere else on Earth. Undoubtedly, the most famous of these are the bright red-green combinations of calcite and willemite, whose fluorescence is caused by manganese and lead.
It's this one.
The yellow glow of wollastonite and rare mineral esperite help round out
It's
a
an
most
esperite.
impressive palette. We hope you have enjoyed this exhibit on fluorescent minerals made possible by the Seaman.
Who knew this one has dihydrogen monoxide attached to it? See all the different forms hematite can take. This big piece of magnetite with quartz sticking out of it.
Welcome to the world of fluorescence. The very word fluorescence itself is derived from the mineral fluoride, which often shows the phenomenon. Interestingly, 100% pure fluoride, calcium fluoride, does not fluoresce. The three samples shown here all fluoresce a bright blue due to trace amounts of
Steve.
Renamed it right after. Two for one.
The aluminum one's really light.